Tackle Junkies, what's going on, fellas? Today, we're going to talk about the two most versatile rods that I own. Stick around. Alright guys, first one up, which I'm not going to spend too much time on. The main reason for this video is to talk about this rod here to my left. I do have other videos on this rod right here, which I'll link down below. But just a quick recap. This is the Okuma EVX 7.2 medium heavy fast action rod. But the EVX lineup has a faster action. The TCS lineup has a softer action. Now there are a couple rods in the EVX lineup that have a softer action, just like there's a couple in the TCS that have a faster action. But for the most part, EVX is faster, TCS is a little bit slower. Okay. Now this rod here, again, 7'2", medium heavy, fast action rod. It's rated skipping docks, swim jigs, chatterbait, which it does all those really, really well. But for me, again, spinnerbaits, I got one of those Advantage spinnerbaits on here. Used that last time out. Haven't caught any fish on it yet, but you guys are pretty pumped to see if I were to catch anything on these baits. They look killer. Spinnerbait bite is not quite on yet. It will be here soon, no doubt. It's going to put some fish in the boat, so keep a lookout for that video as well. But again, spinnerbaits, swim jigs, chatterbaits, Texas rigs. I throw a lot of Texas rigs on this rod. Jigs, Sinkos, shaky heads. I mean, for me, it really is a do-all rod. 6-speed reel. We got the Custom Pro on here. For me, a 6-speed reel on this rod, I mean, I can speed it up, slow it down. I can just do many different things with this combo. I mean, any 6-speed reel is going to get her done. But again, just for me, this rod and that gear ratio, they're just both so versatile. You can do a ton of different things. Sometimes I'll put 12-pound tests, sometimes I'll put 15. Again, it just depends on the weights that I'm throwing, cover, and things like that. But again, for the most part, this is one of the most versatile rods that I own. And I'll go ahead and link that video down below for you guys to check it out. It really is a great do-all type rod. That brings me to my second rod. Okay, if you guys remember me saying, there are two rods besides cranking rods in the EVX lineup that have a softer action. I do believe it's only two, other than cranking rods. Okay, this is one of them here. This is a 6'8", medium heavy. Okay, it's a moderate fast action. Okay, so it's a little bit softer tip. Okay, not as soft as a cranking rod, just a little bit softer. Okay, so it's not quite as fast as a faster action. Okay, a little bit softer than a fast action, not quite a cranking tip. Okay, so right there in the middle. Okay. There is also a medium power in the same rod, okay, right below this rod here, that is, it's a great top water rod, jerk baits. That could even be what it's rated. I'm not even sure. I have to look for it, but that's what I use it for. Smaller top waters, jerk baits, things like that. Okay, some guys have asked if they could use that rod for square bills. You totally could. It can handle them. I just like a little more beef in my rod when I'm tossing square bills, but you definitely could toss them with it. Again, I just prefer jerk baits and smaller poppers, things like that. That rod is great for it. I love the action, the power for those baits, and I like the length. It's shorter. I'm not smacking the boat in the water and things like that. Okay. That being said, this rod here is rated spinnerbait and worm. Okay, let's just say that you don't throw crankbaits that much. You don't throw top waters that much. You love throwing a spinnerbait, possibly a worm, things like that. Okay. If you didn't want a dedicated cranking rod, this is the rod for you right here. This is a great rod for close quarters, square bill cranking, things like that. And again, it's not a cranking rod, but I was using this rod, and I used it all last season as well for situations like this. But if you watch that last fishing video I did, cranking a square bill, okay, I landed all those fish on this rod. Okay, I didn't have a cranking rod with me. This is the rod that I wanted, especially for pond fishing. I don't like to carry a lot of rods. And I could have put the spinnerbait on the other rod next to me here and had a cranking rod. But to me, this rod here is just more versatile. Again, it's shorter. I feel I can do more things with it compared to a cranking rod. Now, if I'm on my boat, I know I'm cranking all day long, I'm going to have my cranking rods with me. I do prefer them to be just a little bit softer. But in a pinch, especially pond fishing, things like that, when you only want a few combos, okay, this rod right here, again, is extremely versatile. These two right here, these two rods, I can do a ton of different techniques. You know, the one here to my left can handle all my bottom bouncing type baits, things like that. You know, Texas rigs, jigs, whatever. I can still put spinner baits and things like that on it. And this rod right here can handle all my moving type baits. Again, chatter baits, great for crankbaits, spinner baits, and things of that nature. If you wanted a third rod, you go with the spinning rod. For your finesse type stuff, these would be the 3 rods that you would need. But if you're a bank angler, you know, looking for a really versatile rod that you can throw spinner baits with and crankbaits and things of that nature, this is definitely one you should check out. Now, if you're a dedicated cranker, you love cranking, that's pretty much all you do, we'll go with the cranking rod. But if you want a rod that can do it all, it's soft enough for spinnerbaits, soft enough for crankbaits, we still got plenty of backbone and things like that, but you're still going to hook up with those crankbaits, this is definitely one you need to check out. Again, I got a 6-speed reel on here. That's the Lew's Custom, which I just did a review on this reel. Definitely check that out. I'm not sure which one will be out, this video or that video, but again, good all-around reel, 6-speed reel, paired to this rod. Again, you can do many different things with this combo. But just wanted to, you know, put the word out about this rod. I know the Okuma rods were just on sale, which they might still be on sale. I'm not really sure on Tackle Warehouse, but they were. And so I had a lot of questions about the rods at that time. So that's why I really wanted to talk about this rod right here. I believe they're like $109, something like that. I'm sure you can find them cheaper if you shop around. But guys, really, these rods for that price, they really are hard to beat. And these two right here, like I said, if you're a bank angler, you only want to carry a few rods, or even if you have a boat and you only want a few combos, these two right here are definitely ones to check out, just because, again, you can do so many different things with them. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you guys on the next one.